Hi guys, Munii back here with another video. Today I'm gonna make the 1 month review for the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The S20 Ultra is the newest and greatest phone from Samsung and is the most expensive flagship from Samsung ever. We're gonna go through good and bad things about the S20 Ultra. Let's see. The display. As we know, Samsung makes the best displays in the market for a very long time, and the S20 Ultra is no exception. The display is a very big one at 6.9 inches, but as we know, it's not as curved as last generation, and I really like that. The colors are truly beautiful and it's a very bright display. I had no problem using the S20 Ultra in bright sunlight, even I didn't have so much time outside with the phone because of this crisis. One of the biggest upgrades of the screen is the 120Hz refresh rate, which you can use only in 1080p, and that is a really big thing to everyone. Even everyone cries about it. For me it was not a big problem at all. Every flagship came with 1080p, and my guess is that probably 90% of the people never change the resolution of the phone, because you need a really good eye to see the difference between 1080p and 1440p. I always use the phone on 120Hz and the locked resolution was not a big problem at all, except for sometimes when I switched back to 60 and 1440p when I wanted to watch some really good quality videos. But with a high refresh rate, I recommend everyone to use 120Hz because it gives you a wonderful experience, after which you will not want to go back to a 60Hz refresh rate phone. Even the S20 Ultra has a wonderful display. For now it has a really annoying bug. As I know, for the Exynos variant of the phone, when you use the phone with 120Hz and the brightness go below 30%, you get a green pin display in some apps. I saw that many people had this issue in many apps, but for myself, I experienced this issue only in one game. Even when it happened, I opened all of my apps one by one to see if another app is affected, but no, for me it was just one game. As far as we know, it's a software issue, so it's not that bad. Probably Samsung will fix it soon with a software update. Biometrics. We got the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor and face unlock as ways to unlock the phone, and with them you have to use the old school PIN or password, and we got also the pattern, which I hope nobody uses. I use the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor with a PIN code. I can say that the fingerprint sensor is a very good one. It works almost every time. I had some issues when I had to use my PIN, but only when my finger was wet, but that I think it's normal. The fingerprint is very fast and has a smooth animation, and it's probably one of the fastest fingerprint sensors. Yes, probably the one from the OnePlus 8 might be faster, but it's not as secure because it's an optical sensor, while on the S20 Ultra we got the ultrasonic sensor. For the first couple of days I had to look for the sensor, but after I got used to it, I hit the sensor every time I need to open the phone. So you just have to get used to the location of the sensor. But anyway, you don't really have to memorize the location of the sensor, because when the screen is on, it always shows the location, and even when the screen is not on, the phone shows you the location of the fingerprint sensor, or you can choose to show it when you tap the screen. So that's not a really big deal. The cameras. For the cameras, I think you get all the good ingredients for camera setup. You got an ultra-wide, wide, and the 10x hybrid zoom telephoto camera. The three cameras are very consistent, so you can take photos of the same location with the three different cameras and you get pretty much the same colors with all the three cameras. This year Samsung put these cameras to superlative, and we got one of the cameras with 108 megapixels, which is a very good camera to take pictures with the very best quality. But with big size pictures around 30 megabytes per picture, and we also got the periscope camera, which can give us up to 100x zoom. With 100x zoom, what can I say? It's a good thing to have, but improvements have to be done. I got some really nice shots of the moon with the 100x, but as I saw, a big problem is the processing of the photos at 100x. The photos almost every time look better on the preview than the picture itself. I found out that the processing is the problem, because I took some photos of the moon with the motion photo on. Motion photo gives us a little video of the subject before we took the picture. After I took the picture it was horrible, but when I looked at the video preview it was a beautiful image of the moon. If you want, I can make a video about the 100X and how to get the best out of it, and how to overcome this problem for now. I really hope Samsung will fix it with a software update soon. As for the 30x zoom or 10x, it's very good. You can shoot even with 30x and got a good sharp picture. I played a lot with the 100x and the night time-lapse mode, with which you can take really nice videos of the stars at night time. Even I didn't have a really good vision of the sky, I managed to make a really nice time-lapse of the stars. You can check the video if you click on the annotation from the right corner or on the link from the description. One other problem I had with the cameras was the focus, which wasn't the best with close-up subjects. But anyway, I didn't shot so much close-ups, so for me it was not a big problem. But I think Samsung will fix that problem as well with software updates. I didn't really have the opportunity to test this camera because of the restrictions we have, but I can't wait to do it. The performance. It's not a big surprise that the S20 Ultra gives you everything you need. I had no problem playing any game in the best settings. I can tell you that the S20 can keep a lot of apps open in the background, and that is where the 12GB of RAM helped a lot. I had no problem overloading apps. And if you really want to be sure your app will always be open and ready to use it, you can set it to always be open. I didn't feel any time that I need to use that with any app. All apps open really quick and smooth. What can I say more? The S20 Ultra is a beast, which I think you will never use it at its highest potential. As we can see on Antutu, the S20 Ultra is the number one, followed by the S20. Following Antutu, we can see that the Snapdragon version performs better than the Exynos version, but I can assure you that you can't feel any difference between the two of them. All you need to know, the S20 Ultra is a beast of a phone, and if you are looking for a good performance, I don't think you can get anything better for now. For my last month, the S20 performed better with every day. In the first week, you may don't think it's the best battery life, but it takes 1 week for the AI to learn your habits and give you the best battery life. Even I didn't use the phone too much. When I did, I got over 7 hours plus of screen time. I never had to charge the phone, and I always got 20-30% of battery at the end of the day. And the charging is super fast. In 1 hour you can get from 0 to 100%. I need to mention that I always had the phone in 120Hz, so if you use it in the 60Hz, I think you can get easily 8, maybe even 9 hours of screen time. In my daily usage was a lot of YouTube, social media apps and some gaming. The price. The price is the biggest ever for a Galaxy S phone. Is it worth it? Yes, it can be, but you have to know what this phone can do. For an average user, it's definitely not worth the price, but if you dig deeper, your money is 100% worth in my opinion. You see out there everybody talking about the very high price and that the S20 Ultra is not worth the price, but that is wrong. You get everything you need in one phone. You get the 8K in the camera department and the 60fps 4K, which will get better and better by time. And we can all agree that the 8K is gonna be the future. And also you get the 108 megapixel camera, which will give you for a really long time really good photos. You have a really good PC in a phone with Samsung DeX. I mean, the S20 Ultra has 12 or 16GB of RAM, which is way more than I have on my laptop or PC. You got the 5G capability, which is the very best on a phone for the moment, I think. The S20 Ultra got 1.7GB per second in a user test. That internet speed is unbelievably big for now. In the end, I can promise you that if you know how to use it and need the best of the best, in a small piece, the S20 Ultra is the best option for you. If you are an average user, I can definitely not recommend you the S20 Ultra. You should really look out for the S20 Plus or the S20. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.